Okay, Mr. Treveline here, freshman biology. We're going to do a water lab this week, and I'll give you the instructions on paper, but also wanted to show you just how it works. And we changed the lab a little bit so that you can do it at home for your remote learners. What you'll need is a eyedropper, or if you don't have an eyedropper, maybe a straw. In a pinch, maybe you can go in your medicine cabinet, maybe borrow the eyedropper if your mom or dad lets you do that. You're gonna need a couple of paper clips. You're gonna need some dishwashing soap, and you're gonna need a penny and a couple of bowls, which I think I might have gave you in your kits, but if you don't have them in your kits, any bowls out of the kitchen. Again, get permission from mom or dad before you go using their stuff. All right, anyway, the idea behind this now is we're gonna drop pennies, water drops on top of the penny. And what we want to figure out is how many water drops we can get to fit on top of this penny drop. And it may surprise you the number of drops. Now with the straw, with the eyedropper, relatively easy. And again, we're going to keep going until the water flows over. You'll have to count those number of drops. Again, if you don't have an eyedropper in the medicine cabinet, a straw will work. You'll put your finger over the top, dip it in the water, put your finger over the top, and you can add a couple of drops at a time in terms of the straw. Okay, and just keep dipping back and forth. So if you don't have an eyedropper, maybe use a straw. I don't know, use your imagination, figure it out. So there's questions you're gonna answer. You're gonna use tap water, and then they want you to change the surface of your penny. You're gonna dip it a little bit in that soapy water, blot it dry, put it back up there. And with the soap water, we're going to do the same experiment. And would you guess there to be more drops able to go on that penny by cohesion, water sticking to itself, or less drops? Now, soap, think about what it does to your dirty dishes, what it does to your dirty clothes. I'm thinking it might disturb those hydrogen bonds. And my prediction would be that less water would go on top of that penny, but we'll see. Now, the second part I'm going to ask you to do for fun, well, actually for extra credit. We'll have only one winner, as usual. Student of the day status and some extra credit. But the winner is going to manipulate a variable to get as many drops on top of that penny as possible. And with things you might want to change is maybe the age of the penny. Pennies are made, depending on the year, made of different material. Maybe an older penny or a newer penny might work better. Maybe you want to polish the penny. Maybe the head side or the tail side to win the contest. What else could you do? You could change the pH. Maybe add a little bit of orange juice, lower the pH. I'm gonna leave that up to you. Let me know how you do. Second part of the lab is the paper clip, all right? We're gonna put the paper clip on top of the water, and if we do it carefully enough, oh, not there, but if we do it carefully enough, we might be able to float the paper clip on top of those hydrogen bonds. Water has a property called surface tension. Hydrogen bonds are very weak bonds. They hold water together, but their power comes in the sheer number of hydrogen bonds. Right, if you've ever done a belly flop in a pool, you say, oh yeah, those hydrogen bonds can hurt. Right? It's the sheer number of hydrogen bonds that causes water to have this surface tension. Some animals will use that surface tension to actually walk on. Jesus Christ lizard, or what they call Basilex lizard, can actually walk on top of that surface area. A little closer to home, a water strider walks on top of the surface tension of water. Well, I might leave you to get this right. Anyway, if we float it right on the top of that surface tension, we should be able to get that paper clip to stay afloat. Give it one more try here. So the lab will be due after the day you come in. Remote learners, let me know if you need something. And anybody can enter the contest, but again, get the questions done first. Some of you guys keep suffering from paralysis by analysis. You're afraid to do the questions because you're afraid they're wrong. I'll get it this time here. Yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna leave that up to you to figure out how to get that on there, but it's possible. Okay, bye. Thank you.